What if I told you that rejection isn't your enemy? That rejection is, in fact, a signal, a lesson, a gift in disguise. The ancient Stoics, especially Emperor Marcus Aurelius, believed that rejection was not a wall that blocks us but a mirror that reveals us. Today, you're going to discover 13 powerful Stoic tactics that will change the way you view rejection forever. So if you've ever felt ignored, dismissed, or turned away, this is for you. Because after this, you won't fear rejection. You'll use it. Let's begin. 1. The obstacle becomes the way. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Let that sink in. In modern life, we are conditioned to view rejection as the end of the road. But Marcus challenges that view. Imagine you're pursuing a goal, a job, a relationship, a dream. You hit a wall. You get a no. Most stop. A Stoic begins. Rejection is not the end. It's the guidepost. Every time you're told no, life is saying, not this path. But there is another. Use it as redirection. Growth doesn't come from ease. It comes from resistance. That rejection is resistance. It's shaping you, refining you, preparing you. The greats, writers, inventors, leaders, they all faced rejection. What separated them? They didn't stop. They turned rejection into fuel. The obstacle becomes the way. Not just a metaphor, a mindset. Live by it. Ask yourself, what door opened when this one closed? Where can I grow that I didn't expect? How has this no made me smarter, tougher, clearer? Let the obstacle become your path. That is the Stoic way. 2. Amor Fati, love your fate. Amor Fati, love of fate. Not tolerance. Not mere acceptance. Love. Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, Seneca, they lived by this principle. Imagine you prepare months for an opportunity, and it's stripped away in a moment. The Stoic doesn't rage. He says, good. Why? Because amor fati means embracing everything, the good, the bad, the unbearable, as necessary for your growth. Think of rejection as part of your curriculum. Life is the teacher. Rejection is the lesson. When something doesn't go your way, amor fati invites you to smile, not sulk. To learn, not loathe. You are exactly where you are meant to be. Not because it feels good, but because it's real. Because it's true. Every time you embrace rejection, you evolve. You become anti-fragile. Stronger, not in spite of difficulty, but because of it. Amor fati is liberation. Because once you learn to love fate, you can no longer be broken by it. 3. Control the inner citadel. Marcus Aurelius described the inner citadel as the fortress of your mind. You see, life will attack your outside world. You may lose opportunities, be misunderstood, betrayed, ignored. But that fortress, that inner domain, that's yours. The Stoic protects it like a king guards his castle. Rejection only has power when it infiltrates your thoughts. But when you control your inner citadel, you choose your interpretation. You decide what matters. You define your value. You must separate who you are from what happens to you. Because they are not the same. You are not your failures. You are not someone else's opinion. Every rejection is a chance to reinforce your fortress. To say, I am still here. I am still enough. Let them say no. Let them turn away. Let the world doubt you. You protect your citadel. You remain grounded, centered, unshaken. 4. The discipline of perception. Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been. What do those words mean? Perception is everything. Two people can face the same rejection. One collapses. The other climbs. Why? Because the second chose a different lens. Rejection is only powerful when we let it define us. But what if you chose a different story? Instead of, I wasn't good enough, say, that wasn't my path. Instead of, they don't want me, say, they didn't recognize my value. That's okay. You can train this discipline daily, moment by moment. When things don't go your way, pause. Ask, what else could this mean? Your mind is the lens. The world is the light. Shape your reality. 5. Premeditatio malorum. Expect the worst, prepare for the best. The Stoics were not naive optimists. They were strategic realists. Premeditatio malorum means premeditating the evils, the worst-case scenarios. Before the interview, imagine being rejected. Before the proposal, picture a decline. Before the launch, feel the silence. Not to demoralize yourself. To prepare. Because the prepared mind is unbreakable. When the worst comes, you are not shocked. You are steady. And if it goes well, you are grateful, joyful, humble. Rejection, when anticipated, loses its sting. Use this practice to build resilience. Visualize it. Welcome it mentally. So when it arrives, it is familiar, manageable, powerless. You do not fear rejection, because you've already faced it in your mind. 6. Detachment from outcome. Act, but do not cling. Marcus Aurelius urges us to focus on the action, not the result. Why? Because results are not fully in your control. Effort is. This is the true power of detachment. You give your all, with no chains attached. You write the book. Whether it sells or not, that's not yours to carry. You start the business. Whether it grows or not, that's external. You love deeply. Whether they stay or not, beyond your will. Detach from outcome. Not because you don't care, but because you care deeply about your own integrity. That's what the Stoic treasures. When you live like this, rejection becomes meaningless, because you never placed your worth in results to begin with. 7. Use rejection as refinement. Each no is a mirror. What does it reveal? Sometimes it reflects gaps in our knowledge, skills, or strategy. The Stoic doesn't get offended by this. He gets curious. Use rejection like a sculptor uses a chisel. To refine. To shape. Ask, what is this moment teaching me? Maybe your pitch was unclear. Your timing was off. Your approach too rushed. That's not failure. That's feedback. Grow sharper with each rejection. Iterate. Improve. Progress is hidden in the ashes of rejection, but only if you're willing to look. 8. Memento Mori. Remember death. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think. Memento Mori. The most humbling Stoic reminder. Life is short. So why let one rejection consume you? Zoom out. 10 years from now, will this no matter? When you're gone, will it define your legacy? No. So act with urgency, with courage, with perspective. Don't let fear of rejection delay your purpose. Say what you need to say. Try what you dream to try. Because time waits for no one. But courage? That's eternal. 9. The Logos within. The Stoics believed in the Logos, the divine reason, the order of the universe. Marcus said, dig within. There lies the wellspring of good. When rejection cuts deep, go inward. Silence the world. Tune into your conscience, your intuition, your values. There is clarity there, not outside. Every rejection turns you toward that inner source. And in that silence, you remember who you are. You are not here to please. You are here to live aligned with reason, virtue, and truth. That is where your strength begins. 10. See the rejection as a test. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Rejection is not punishment. It is examination. How will you respond? The weak react. The wise reflect. See it as a test of composure, of persistence, of self-belief. Every great person was tested. Every hero endured setbacks. They didn't just survive rejection. They transcended it. You can too. If you see it not as a threat, but as a threshold, step through it. 11. Indifference to praise or criticism. Marcus Aurelius said, "Receive without pride. Let go without attachment." The Stoic does not cling to compliments. So he is not crushed by criticism. He acts from principle, not popularity. When you stop chasing approval, rejection loses power. You become free. Free to create, to risk, to speak. Because whether they cheer or boo, you remain unmoved. That is Stoic mastery. 12. Your worth is intrinsic. You are born worthy. The world may deny your talent, your product, your idea, but they cannot deny your essence. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, value lies within. Don't outsource your self-worth to strangers. You define it. Through action. Through virtue. Through consistency. You are not what happens to you. You are what you choose to become. 13. Reframe and re-engage. The Stoic does not quit. He reframes. This didn't work, yet. This rejection was redirection. This door closed, but others remain. Then he re-engages. He returns to the path. Wiser. Sharper. Relentless. You too can rise. Because rejection is not the end of the story. It's the beginning of your next chapter. Marcus Aurelius faced betrayal, defeat, loss, and rejection as the Emperor of Rome. But he never broke. Because he knew, it's not what happens to you that matters. It's how you respond. So the next time you're rejected, smile. Not because you enjoy pain, but because you know what few do. Rejection is the compass, the path, the sharpening blade. Be like Marcus. Be like a Stoic. Turn rejection into power.